One of the interesting things about Passover is, those of you that are familiar with the services in the morning where we say Hallel, that it's only on the first of the 7 days that we say a full Hallel, and all the other days we say a partial Hallel, unlike Sukkot, where we actually say a full Hallel, and Hanukkah on every day of their holidays. The reason being, because Passover, the reason being is because Passover only begins on Passover. It doesn't end on Passover. It's not complete on Passover. Passover is a trajectory that goes all the way to Shavuot. And that's why it has in it the counting of the Omer. Now, the counting of the Omer is very interesting because it's 49 days. And the number 49 is very important because we know God created the world in 7 days. Now, if there are 7 days, there are also 7 spaces. Because if you think of the image of the Star of David, it has the 6 outer points, which are the 6 days of creation, and the inner point, which is Shabbat, the 7th point. And we know that to move in time requires space, and to be able to move in space requires time. I can say I'm 5 feet away from that item over there, or I could say I'm 5 seconds from that item, because I can't go to that item in my here and now. I have to go into my then to arrive at that point. So in that process of time and space, the full analysis of all time and space is the number 49. 7 positions of time versus 7 positions of space. So what happens is when we come out of Egypt, we now have every aspect of creation before us. And we have the ability to pull it apart one by one, understanding it in its categories, which are the 7 groups beginning with Chesed, Gevura, Tiferet, all the way down to Malchut, and then the subcategories of every aspect of the other categories in that category. So basically what's happening is we're going through the full comprehensive picture as to what our life is all about. And in fact, really, these 7 components of these 7 Sefirot, if you will, correlate to the action of this world. The highest 3 are Chachma, Bina, Das. Those are in our mind. But when it comes into action, it begins with the hand of the right of giving, which is Abraham, of Chesed. It's the hand of self-control, not hurting others, which is Yitzchak, which is Gevura. It is the blending of knowing how to balance these two, which is Jacob, which is Tiferet in the heart of a person. And then it's the ability to take it not only from the higher part of the body, but to the lower part of the body, beginning with the thigh. The thigh is an interesting part of the body because it serves 2 functions. It's the power behind walking, and it's the strength behind standing. And that's why this is Moshe, because it's Netzach, it's forever. It's the ability to remain stable and mobile at the same time. The other side of the thigh is his brother, because these are the 2 that work together. That's Aaron, the high priest. It's all about Hod. Hod is about the glow that comes through hard work. That's about avodah, about service. It's again standing in place, like the temple symbolizes, and constant movement, which is what Aaron was all about. He was a Rodef Shalom, somebody who was involved in the community and bringing the light of the community from the temple. Between the 2, the balance of these 2 worlds is Yosef. That's the ability to be able to recreate, to reproduce, creativity. And that's why Mashiach ben Yosef is the 1 step away through the ultimate culmination, which is Mashiach ben David, which is Malchut, which is kingdom, bringing it all the way down into the lowest level. So what happens? The crown, the Keter, sits on our head, and through the way we create ourselves as a portal, through this process of raising and elevating ourselves on the Omer, we can actually place the throne on the kingdom, on the ground, if you will. And that is Bayamahu, Hashem Echad Ushmo Echad.